Well, this past Saturday morning, Quirkyloverosee, she decided to get up and make breakfast for her man Remy and her brother Levi. Now, she mentioned that Remy didn't sleep well through the night. He was up throughout the night, so he's trying to sleep. Levi has to go to work this morning, and he's trying to get some sleep in before he has to get up to leave to work. But we got Rosie in the kitchen banging these pans around, scooting all over on the kitchen floor with her in her chair, talking as loud as she can. She is so inconsiderate. And she knows the smell of bacon, which she's frying, usually will wake up Levi, because she says Levi just loves bacon. So Levi finally gets up, and she says that Levi was in quite a mood. But she doesn't associate this to having anything to do with her pretty much waking him up before he had to get up to go to work. No. She thinks, he just probably didn't want to go to work. It was just having a bad morning. So he doesn't have time to eat, and she tries to smooth this over by saying, well, do you want me to pack you up some food to take with you? And he does. Of course, he doesn't want any part of it, so he tells her no, and then she cuts off the camera so he can leave to go to work. Now, it took her forever to cook this breakfast. I would say a good hour to prepare breakfast. Come on now, it doesn't take that long. But when you're sitting, scooting around, it's going to take you longer. Now, check this out. She knows Levi's gone to work now, okay? She fries a whole package of bacon. A whole package of sausage links. And that's at least 12 sausage links. 12, 14 sausage links. Because they're the fresh ones you get out of the refrigerated section in the grocery store. She is squeezing some oranges and some tangerine to make some fresh juices. And she tries it, and she's, no, I don't like this. It's not sweet enough. It's fruit juice. How is it not sweet enough? I didn't understand that. But anyways, then she's making scrambled eggs. She's making these thick slices of Texas toast and strawberries and pancakes. Now, she's going to use a whole box of pancake mix. Now, this is that pancake mix. It's like that Krusteaz brand. It's in a blue box, right? And all you do is add water. Super simple to make. You add water, stir it up, throw it on your griddle, flip your pancakes, done. Okay? You can have these pancakes done in 10 minutes, if even that long, okay? Now, Rosie, she's always got to try to concoct something. She's always got to try to add her own spin on everything, and it's usually pretty gross. So what does she think she's going to do with these pancakes? She thought she wants them creamy. What in the world is a creamy pancake? I don't get it. But anyways, so she doesn't have any milk, because she usually adds milk to her pancake mix. So she decides she's going to add cream to the pancake mix. So first she adds the water, then she adds some cream, and it curdles up in the pancake mix. It makes it real thick. So then she has to add some water, and now it's way too thin, so she's mad. She has to throw it away. So she decides to try this again. And of course, what does she do? She puts cream in it again. She adds the water and just a splash of cream this time. Apparently, it worked out, but I would think the cream would make the pancakes real heavy. But now think about this. It's just it's just her and Remy eating this breakfast. A whole pound of bacon, 12 or 14 sausage links, a whole box of pancake mix. I don't know how many eggs she made. And I misspoke, not scrambled, she made fried eggs. And then we have thick Texas toast. Why you're having another bread with pancakes is beyond me. And strawberries. Now she's making these eggs. She's trying to fry them. Ooh, and she's making them sunny side up. Ooh, I can't. I like a fried egg, but for me, it's got to be flipped over once. I can't have that white part gooey. Ooh, that's so gross. But, I like the yolk's still a little soft, but the white part's got to be all the way done, flipped over. So she's trying to make these sunny side up eggs. They look disgusting. Anyways, and she's getting mad. She says she's about to crash out over these eggs because the yolks keep breaking. Because the eggs keep breaking. What does she think is going to happen when you're sitting trying to flip eggs and such? Duh, it's not going to be as easy or come out as well as if you're standing up in front of the stove trying to cook. Then she asks, do we want some tea? And she says, well, first she says they've extended Remy's stay date, how long he's going to stay there, and he's going to stay there for quite some time yet. And somebody in the chat asked her, well, how does her mom feel about this? Because her mom, didn't really want people at the house. And, it's pretty much a dump, and that's why. I mean, it's messy. And she explains about how Remy has taken over Levi's trash duty, as if that's such a hard job. Pick up the bag garbage and take it outside to the can. And how Remy deep cleaned the kitchen, and she has this whole list of other stuff that she'd like Remy to help her with. And he's going to help her with this. So her mom is okay with him being there. And she said, dare she say, even impressed with Remy. And she had been discussing this with her mom since before she ever even went to Texas to spend time at Remy's. So, is this Remy's man or is this hired help? Because she's constantly bossing him around and she's treating him like the hired help. Then getting back to this she says, these random girls are DMing Remy on his Facebook. They found his Facebook account. And you can tell she's mad. She's mad because she says they shouldn't have access to it anyways. She wants him to lock that Facebook down because she's jealous. She doesn't realize these women don't really have any interest in Remy. They're just doing it to get at her. But she can't comprehend that. She thinks everybody wants her man. No, Remy is just... He's super thin. He has no backbone. He's a pushover. It's not something I'd be interested in, even if he was older. I don't want a man with no spine. You can tell Rosie wears the pants in this relationship, but that's how she likes it. Then she says, but Remy did decide how to get it to where these girls can't send him any DMs anymore. And he did immediately come to her and ask her, did he know these people? These girls, and since they didn't, he blocked them immediately. And she is just laughing and laughing and laughing now because she thinks it's just great that he came to her immediately to tell her about these women in his DMs. Because he knew if she found out, he would have never heard the end of it. Even though I'm sure he never wasn't flirting with these women or anything. But who knows? He was in a relationship when he started talking to Rosie, so I don't know. Then she gets to talking about her disabilities again. And now she's saying her main disability is her PTSD. That's what makes her disabled, is her PTSD. And then she wants to go into her agoraphobia isn't fake. Even though just several streams ago she admitted that she doesn't think she was ever formally diagnosed with agoraphobia. And she has absolutely no problem going states away to visit Remy in Texas. They just went to Costco. I haven't watched that live yet. But when it involves a man or food, her agoraphobia isn't there. Make that make sense. So then she finally, after all this, finally wakes Remy up to eat. And somebody, I don't know, they're eating. Remy looks like he just, he just woke up. He doesn't want all this heavy food. And she's got his plate piled sky high. You could tell he doesn't eat like that. And someone in the chat said something to her. I don't know what it was. But she turns just about green. And she said, why would you say that? I'm trying to eat. I'm timing you out for that. And she's sitting there pouting, talking about how nauseous she is over whatever was just said in the chat. And we got Remy rubbing her shoulder. Are you okay, babe? She said, I'm just nauseous. And she turns the camera off her because she's steaming mad over whatever was said. I would love to know what was said, but it was something that completely turned her stomach. And then Remy kind of mentions to her that he's kind of feeling some anxiety and whatnot. He's tired of these live streams. This was, his third or fourth one with her already. They had, the first one where she introduced him, then they had the pool live stream. Now this one. He doesn't want to constantly... She herself said he doesn't have, the desire or the stamina or whatever to sit there and yak for hours, 3 and 4 hours on a live stream, but she keeps making him do it. Kind of reminds me of when Amberlynn used to make Beck get on the live stream with her. So, I don't know. Then she says since Remy's feeling a little anxious, she's just going to end the live there. So she's had another live since. I haven't had a chance to check that out. But as soon as I check that out, I'll be back with all the details.